I feel a bit intimidated right now. Yeah.
Why?
I could hear you laughing from the corridor, and I thought, wow, I'm not a native English speaker. I have different cultural references. I cannot bond like this with them.
We're bonding right now. It's happening.
Yeah.
It's happening. Okay.
It's happening.
Yeah,
We're in it.
it's
You're good.
We're with you.
Well, Michelle, I have rewatched the first movie 2 days ago.
No way.
Yeah, because I wanted to show the movie to my son, who's 14.
Ah, che bello.
Yeah, che bello, exactly. And I was impressed by how already very shaped were the character. And so I thought maybe, have you ever felt the need to go back and rewatch yourself, your character?
I am horrible at that. I am the worst at watching myself on screen. I don't bother the director when he's doing his thing. I rely on my hair and makeup people to tell me I'm making the wrong faces. Because I just get too, I feel like I step out from the reality of the thing when I start becoming self-aware.
Okay.
And because I'm not a trained, method actress, I rely on my instinct to do what I do. And so like by looking at myself, I think I change the natural, the naturalness of what I'm doing. So I try to, religiously, I'm just like, what? No, what? So I don't watch myself. But I do remember all the fights that I had, to make that character like, as good as I could possibly make her. And I just, I do enjoy the idea that it left its mark,
Okay. Well, speaking about fight scenes or in general action scenes, we all know it's choreography and you're in very good shape and you're trained. And there's the safety guy who keeps you safe. But
Of course, the designated safety guy.
The designated
Yes,
safety,
the safety
guy.
guy.
But does it happen to think, to say to yourself, okay, maybe why am I doing this? Because it's dangerous. It feels dangerous.
I haven't had that thought. Sometimes like years later, I'm like, oh, I probably shouldn't have done that.
Oh, we have to have it all the time, because, you can't rely on everybody to be perfect at what they do. And so you have to leave room for flaws. So, making a movie, I feel, is teamwork. And I feel like you should always keep your eyes out for making sure that we're all doing the best that we can at what we do. So, if anybody drops the ball, there's always somebody else to pick it up. And I always keep my mind that way when I work on anything, because, you can have accidents happen if you don't do things like that. Okay. So my eyes are on everything.
Yeah, I mean,
you too.
Yeah, because I've got 2 kids and I like to walk. I think for me it's pretty simple. It's like I like the fighting. I like fighting, and I like every aspect of that, and that I like to be challenged by. There's a move in this movie that they sent me a video. I was in LA, and they said, if we're thinking of doing this, but don't worry, we'll have a stunt person do it. And I was like, no, I got like a couple of weeks. Let me work on it. And I really worked, and I figured out how to do it. And then I came here, and they said, no, you can't do it. And I was like, no, but you just told me to learn that. I know how to do this. And they're like, no, you can't do this. And I was like, guys, there's a moment to say don't do this, and that's jump out of the building, unless you're Tom Cruise. Right on the stairs. But this is not the moment, because I think there's a way to do fighting in a way that it's not about aggression, it's not about power, it's actually about being light. And that was one of those moves. And so
is that the spin that you do?
Yeah.
Oh, that was awesome. It's so badass. I love that piece.
Olivia was like, you can't do it. And we had to like do a whole roundabout, and I was like, Karsh, what is going on?
It's like a sideways somersault. Like, what do you even call that move? Like, if it had a name.
I have no idea. I just know that those are the things that I can gauge, and I'm like, this is not where I'm gonna get hurt. Like, it's not this. But it's when directors or producers or whatever, they're like, this is nothing, can you just like stumble over that thing and fall on your head? I'm like, no, that's like, but just pretend. I'm like, you can't pretend that. Like, it's not gonna happen.
Okay, one more question. Characters of this saga is just the way they have to face and overcome many obstacles, and that's what we like to watch in our comfortable seats. Is there an obstacle you had to face and overcome that you're proud of, professionally or in life?
Yeah. Big question.
Yeah, that's a loaded question.
Very loaded.
I think the biggest obstacle I've ever had to overcome is myself.
Wow.
Yeah. Well, it's like 23 years and counting. Like, I'll let you know how it goes when I'm on my deathbed, buddy.
All right.
So good though. Yeah, we stand in our own way.
Me especially. Foot and mouth a lot. But yeah.
In this day and age, everybody. I feel like the setup is just like they're waiting for. Even if you don't put your foot in the mouth, they're like, "Don't worry, I'll put your foot in your mouth." What did you say? Got it. That's the headline. I don't know. That's such a good answer. That's so powerful. I mean, I can like I don't really. Yeah. I mean, I think for me, it's maybe more like moments, not like things that have like changed completely, but like moments in my life where I've taken responsibility and emotional like charge in my life, and that I definitely I was like, that wasn't like an easy thing, and I got through that, and if I can get through that, I can get through this. Like that's like my motto.
Okay.
Yeah.
Brie, you want to add something?
What's coming to my mind is the physical aspect, because for so much of my life I identified as somebody who was just an introvert with asthma. I didn't really understand exercise or moving the body. I was just like, I want to be consciousness in a jar. I'm like, that's good. And so then when I got Captain Marvel, I started panicking because I was like, oh my gosh, they think I can do stunts and I can't. I learned later that no one cares. But I trained for 9 months and it just changed.
9 months?
Yeah, I didn't know.
Dude, that's real, man.
I didn't know. I thought that's what I was supposed to do. Yeah. I was like, showed up ready to do all my stunts, and they're like, no one does all their own stunts. And I was like, I thought that's what you're supposed to. It's my job.
That's great.
So it was a full-time job. But the muscle and doing things like deadlifting 200 pounds, doing things that I didn't think were possible, it starts to shape your brain in a way to go, well, what else have I been limiting myself to? And that's part of what makes our job so fun. Is part of our job is trying new things, but we also get to become different people, and I realize how much I'm limiting myself with like language and words and ideas that aren't true. It's just not true. There's far more to me about me to discover. I don't know what that is.
Get it.
Thank you very much, ladies. And Rome.